Hello, welcome to the show. I'm Johnny Baghead. Um, did a test stream earlier and everything seems good. So tonight we're finally finishing Silent Hill 2, and fingers crossed, no audio issues this time because I think I finally figured out what was causing them. So, where we last left off, we just finished the Eddie boss fight and the Historical Society. Here we are. I think audio level should be okay, but I can adjust them if I have to. Midway through, just 1 second. That's a little better. Okay. Alright, well, I don't know if Zara wants to come in. Yeah, 1 second. Alright. Alright, let's go make some cool. Make. Alright. So yeah, so now we're heading to the Lakeview Hotel. I'm pretty sure at this point you can't go back to anything, because trivia note for this run, missed the pipe. Here we go. Yeah, so we're going to cross the lake. An interesting thing, well, I find interesting, I shouldn't say it's actually interesting, but I like it at the very least, is, though I don't think you can take the boat to it during this section, that little island that's in between is actually where the Rebirth ending island is, and it actually is there, even during normal gameplay. But it's just I don't think you can access it because of the way this part's scripted, maybe. But it is actually geographically in the right place. It's just you only see it in the ending. This has been the running theme of this playthrough, but fun HD collection trivia note. This is one of the scenes that's pretty busted in the. There you are. Oh, hello, Zara. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the zebra water. Maybe I'm forgetting how to control this, but I think I actually have to use the analog sticks. Okay, it doesn't even say which way you're facing. Yeah, I completely forgot you did that for this. But I've got to turn around. Do not remember this being this hard to control. Aha, here we go. Oh, I had it. Now I've lost it. Do you have to like spin these like really hard? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Yeah. I was doing it way too slow. You have to really crank this. I don't know why I completely forgot that this is how this bit controls. I... Here we go. Churn the butter, churn the butter. Again, if the audio does freak out again, I know this is not an area where you can really tell because it's just boat noises. As I mentioned earlier, the Rebirth island is actually on this lake, and it is where it is. It shows up on the map, which is a little island in between, like the historical society and the hotel. But I don't know if you can actually take this boat here to it. There we go. It should be all good. The only difference now is we've got the extra text here. Got my favourite Silent Hill quote for today. Might even have to turn it up from my end. I don't know why I completely forgot you control that with the analog sticks. Like, it kind of makes sense. I wonder if the manual says that's how you control that part. I do have the manual, I just, not with me. Yep, hands on your hips. Okay. So yeah, here we are now. So yeah, I'd have to watch that boundary break video again. I think when you're doing that section, you're not actually on this. You're not actually in this lake. But basically, if you have no clip on and you're able to just like walk across the water, you can get to that island, and it's where the ending we're going for takes place. Here we go. I won't show it off, but that specific part is probably the bit I would show someone to kind of show them, hey, don't pick the 2D controls. Because that's the part where you trying to pick that item up with the 2D controls is actually really hard. Just because every time the camera shifts there, it just freaks out. I would definitely recommend watching the Boundary Break video that's on YouTube, because they get a full shot of what this hotel looks like, because you really can't see it otherwise. But like it is, I don't know about the back half obviously, but it is for the most part fully rendered. It's just impossible to see. Room 312, that's the room Mary and I stayed in. Mary, are you there? Or maybe. Okay, so where are we right now? Okay, lock is broken. Got a save point there. I'm just gonna look around this room for a bit. Painting this in here. Oh, nothing. Can't go in the gift shop. Mr. James Sunderland, the videotape you forgot here is being kept in the office on the first floor. Alright. There we go, got the key. Got that door's closed. Whoops. Just keep an eye out for items. I am on pretty low health. I just haven't. Now let's examine it. There's a good reason to not use VHS tapes anymore, because every time you use them, they damage. Little box, music box with figure from the fairy tale The Little Mermaid attached. I know we don't have everything for this. There's 3 of them. Even so, I still want to believe that she was happy. Okay, let's save quick, so I don't have to boat again. Okay, so there's a lot to talk about with that question. Actually, is Silent Hill 2 in the 90s? If you consider that it's supposed to be after Silent Hill 1, which arguably with the mechanics of how things work, i.e. that if the cult stuff from Silent Hill 1 didn't happen, none of the supernatural stuff like this could happen, it would have to be after Silent Hill 1. And Silent Hill 1 seems to be set in the 80s, based on some of the aesthetic, but I think the main thing is Harry's Jeep from the start of the game is a Jeep Wrangler, which is specifically a model from the 80s. But Masatoshi Ito came out, I'm not sure how long ago, but not too long ago, on Twitter, and said that this game was supposed to be set in the 70s. Yeah, fish key. And there we go, just a fish-shaped key. And granted, oh, that's interesting. I stayed in the room Mary and I stayed in 3 years ago. Because if you know the full plot, yeah, okay, but and I think the aesthetic does kind of match. Like, it does look quite dated if you considered it present time when it came out. I'm gonna wait because the cutscene starts there. But at the same time, there are also visual influences in this game, like Maria's outfit being based on a Christina Aguilera outfit, and also just James's design in general that look very 90s. So I think it's one of those things where, okay, like it's you know, he was the main art director, but if we just kind of considered, you know, he's not a native English speaker and the weird timeline stuff, the best you could consider is that the aesthetic they were going for was the 70s.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, essentially, though it doesn't really make sense.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James?
So that's why I think it
Well,
makes more
have
sense
you?
to say that this is aesthetically the 70s.
Is that why you're here too?
But
She's here, isn't she? If you know
you
where
know,
she
it's a
is,
fictional
tell
world,
me.
so you can just say whatever the
I'm
style was at the
tired
time
of
is a
walking.
different style in reality.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it? But don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
Alright, my dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James, I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little surly sometimes, and he doesn't laugh much, but underneath he's really a sweet person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend forever, Mary.
Laura, how old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why.
Clarice.
Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter.
Clarice
The
is
one,
back.
Mary. Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
You haven't You haven't mitched much, Clarice. Let's check this out. A drawing done by Laura, a cat. But we'll look for a bit more. But yeah, it was crazy. It wasn't very good. That was so long ago before we even married. Why am I thinking of that now? No, PlayStation 2 version. Though, I don't think it's that different. Oh no, no way could the PS run that game. Thing would explode. It's way too crazy. Oh. I would have to try. I do have one. Oh god. Okay. I'm just gonna have to heal. I haven't tried, but I wouldn't be able to get anything like this clean out of it. Without modding it. Though there are some pretty impressive hard mods you can get for the Dreamcasts. But this capture card can get composite, and apparently S-Video, but I don't have any S-Video stuff. Okay, well now stuff's popping off. So let's check the bathrooms. But regarding when this is set, I want to say in this area, yeah, okay. So as we mentioned in the last stream, I have quite a lot of ammo, sorry. As we mentioned in the last stream, you find a painting in the prison area that shows basically the hotel burnt down. And I'm not an expert in space heaters, but you actually do find what handgun bullets. Oh, hey. Rifle. That's good because I was out of rifle bullets. Might as well swap over to that now. Gotta find some health though. Some toilet paper down here. Is that it? Just well, I don't mind spending the ammo to get the handgun ammo. That's actually useful. But there's a room you find that has an electric heater that kind of implies maybe that's what causes the fire, and when stuff happens later in the game you see the hotel after the fire damage basically. And I feel like looking at it, it looks too modern to have been in the 70s. Plus, I don't know enough about like the, let's see. I don't know if Silent Hill 3 explicitly says when it's set. But that's probably the one that looks the most modern, maybe? And Silent Hill 4 as well. Alright, here we go. The bag is locked. Oh. Locked bags. It's rough. Okay. What are you looking at, James? Yeah, there's a health kit there. Oh, can't get it from this end. Oh, I'm just going to use it now, because... There we go. Nah, nothing useful. Okay, yeah, that's it for here. There's a book here. It doesn't look like particular use. Well, there's more than one book here, James. Already read enough medical books, none of them did any good. Oh, that's good text. I like that one. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, go ahead. It's just unfortunate it took me this long to figure out I was being an idiot with the audio, and then I was the one making it bad. I don't know if you find less health drinks. I feel like you're not finding that much less ammo, though, on this difficulty. Maybe you don't find less health drinks either. Maybe it's just, you know, because the enemies are more aggressive, you're just more likely to get hurt. Yeah. Also, that is, Oh dear. Hang on. Yeah, we'll listen to that. That's also where the final Rebirth item is. You know, for how much handgun ammo they gave me, it wasn't very useful there. So, I think I'm going to stick with the shotgun against those guys. Oh. I'm going to find a way to find these guys without taking damage. Guys? Beds. Whatever you want to call them. Nope. Nope. Aha, locked door. Nope. Another locked door. Okay. I've still got to think about that. Maybe. It won't be a hard playthrough if I do, because I haven't played that game in a very long time. It might be multiple things, though. I want to kind of do some variety stuff. Oh, you have to pay me to play Downpour. Because, oh god. Someone buys me a copy, maybe. I'll play Downpour. Okay, that looks broken. You know, but I want to do a variety of stuff. Unfortunately we can't do more of the Nightmare Before Christmas game until I get my Xbox fixed. And I'm not sure how long that will take, honestly. Either fixed or just replaced. Oh hey, it's Jabberson. Jahalabulus. Welcome to the stream. We're finishing this sucker today. Locked door. Oh yeah. I brought it up before, but I still think about the reviewer. He didn't specifically review this game, but just talking about not liking Silent Hill. because all the doors are locked. And it's like, oh yeah, because this would be a lot more fun if you had to go into every single room and check all of them and find there's nothing in them. Okay, so third floor now. But because we can't play Nightmare Before Christmas, I might pick another action game like it. Oh, that's locked too. Okay. I've got to think where to go now. Because I've got a key. Let's look. Well, I can't examine it to find out what the key's for. And I check those doors. Is it the cloakroom? Is it for that bag? No, he just was being dumb and not checking it. Yep. I do forget that and it's probably I get why it's like this because when you examine doors, you automatically use keys. But for items that are just about, you have to manually use items, and that's because you don't normally use keys on them. Okay, so 204 is that one. Pull the elevator key. Okay, well, we don't have the solution to this yet. Part of the photo has been covered over with marker. Okay, so what did I pick up? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. Okay, the employee elevator. Here we go. Oh, run into the door. So the employee elevator is, I believe it's that one there. Yeah, I need something though to get rid of the marker. You have to find something to remove the pen, which I don't know if that's real. Because if it is, I need something like that. Because the amount of times I've brought used games and the retailer that had them fucking writes on the boxes or on the inlays with like Sharpie or a pen like that. And I've looked up ways that are supposed to help you get rid of them, and they tend not to work very well and just damage the fin underneath. Alright, well, let's save. Because I think this is the really scary part coming up here. Point regulations are supposed to hear they've got nothing to do with me. There are memos hanging here, but nothing interesting is written. Well, if you don't read them, James. Uh-oh. Oh, is there? Okay, we'll have to look back when we get there. Weight allowance, 1 person. You think of... This is probably one of the things where it's like, if you think of the logic of this, of like, it's employee elevator, but you can't have anything on your person. Okay, first off, I'm going to just use that. Because you do have to put everything on here. Oh, like, the guns make sense, like, and, you know, all these weapons. But all of this, you have to... You can't take anything with you. Yeah. It's weird. Okay. So yeah, so here they're messing with you now, because you get to keep the maps on you. The maps apparently don't weigh too much. Here we go. So... This looks daunting, but from what I remember, most of these rooms you can't actually get into. Okay, yeah, that door's locked. That door's locked. Wait, these are those black things supposed to be pumpkins? Like down there? I think your pumpkins are gone bad. Oh, cookie. Oh, okay, well, no wonder the pumpkins are black then. Well, you picked up the canned juice earlier. Okay, what did I pick up? I wasn't actually paying attention. Oh, yeah, the other. It's worth noting, I don't think I can get back in the elevator now. Okay, freezer room. Refrigerator room. Okay, lock is broken. Lock is broken. One of my theories about the whole that when people are doing stuff in the town, like the events of the games, that they take place outside of like the bounds of time, is the fact that people never seem to be hungry in the games. Like, that's quite a common... Okay, before we go down, I'm going to check the last of these doors. But in all the games, 4 especially, and they make quite a point of it, that, you know, you've been locked in this apartment for this long, you're running out of essentials. Aha, here we go. Got the videotape. And a can opener. Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, there's nothing in there anymore. Okay. Lock is broken. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's something to talk about. This is a weird pull, but for Metal Gear Solid 4, and it was done in a very weird and obtuse way. Yeah. So they talked about what these are. They are basically, if you've seen the actual what Red Bull used to look like, not the canned versions, they came in little bottles that look like these. That's what health drinks are basically. Like not all of the, like the ones where they're like pure, I think like glucose basically. And because they're in Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, like 5 hour energy. But it didn't exist at the time. Dates from 1 year ago. Rifle shells, nice. It's good because I had none before. But that's why. Oh yeah, it's too dark to read the map. It's the run strafe. Okay, close shutters. Okay. But in Metal Gear Solid 4, they actually released commentary. Kind of like the commentary track stuff that's in some of the Source Engine games. Though it's in a really weird way. What it was is there's the iPod item in that game. And they released downloads for it that added tracks, and some of them were these podcast episodes, they called them. Oh. Ow. Excuse me, legs. I've tried Cowley Mate, by the way. It's actually really nice. Very long time ago, my one of my sisters brought some, and it is actually really nice. It doesn't taste healthy, if I'm being honest. It's really sweet. But it kind of reminds me of shortbread. Is probably the thing I would compare it to. Oh, well, we've got a can opener. But I think they're essentially like protein bars. Is how you're kind of supposed to use them. But yeah, in the Metal Gear Solid 4 commentary, they talk about what the health drinks from Silent Hill are in the commentary for the first level, I believe it is. I can't remember if there was multiple, because for some of them they did multiple. Yeah! What's in the can? Oh no, broken fridge. Oh, apparently there was a door. Whoops. Almost missed that. This is a cool ass bar. Just the look of it in general. Here we go. This is kind of a weird puzzle. I kind of solved it before doing it. You can't open this door. I didn't pick up the key. But you need this light on to be able to open the door. Because you can't see the keyhole, basically, is the logic. Which kind of makes sense. But it is a bit obtuse. Okay, there's the pump room and the boiler room. I think I've got to go find the key in one of those. But yeah, the podcast stuff they did for Metal Gear Solid 4, even though it was delivered in a weird way, and you have to kind of like play along to their commentary. Okay. Okay, yeah, I knew I'd missed something there. It's kind of weird. If you run directly into them, they don't attack you, weirdly enough. Like, if you just run, like you're brushing against them, they seem to stop. Okay, first aid kit, that's good. I think I just picked up the key, but I was mashing the button. Yeah. There were some issues with how they did the commentary. I don't know why they did this and why they messed it up, and in the recordings they even apologise about it. They recorded one episode, they recorded out of order. They, for some reason, recorded the second half of, like, level 2, and then did the recording for episode 1, like for the first half, and they released them in reverse order. And there was no, like, chapter select in that game, or, like, checkpoint select. And they apologized for it, and it's like, I don't know how they messed up. Because when you listen to the episode for the back half of the level, they even mention, like, oh, we're going to do the rest of the level later. It's like, why? Just do it now. But yeah, because the health drinks are in Metal Gear Solid 4 as well. But by then, the, like, 5-hour energy and the actual, like, tonic stuff was more globally known, so it made a bit more sense. But if you ever were curious what health drinks were supposed to be, that's what they are. I think when I was a kid, in my head, I imagined they were like medical, because they were medical. Oh, let's not go that way. I do think it is really cool that the like mannequin leg fins, like when there's nothing around them. There we go, got the finner. Hang on, can you just not use this? Guess not. Okay. But yeah, when there's like no light around and there's no one around them, the legs just don't move. Okay, I'm pretty sure these doors are locked, but let's check them. There we go. Yep. Haha. I'm actually getting good. I'm actually getting good at dodging those. If you want to experience the that commentary stuff now, it's actually kind of hard. It's not hard, but it's harder than it should be, because of the way they did that, the extra downloadable stuff for Metal Gear Solid. I'm actually gonna save now, just in case I run into any enemies before I get my stuff back. But you downloaded them from their own, like, downloader in game. I think it was to get around the weird limits that consoles had about DLC size, maybe. I'm not sure. But they did a lot of weird stuff with that game. Like Metal Gear Solid Online, especially, was like you did your character customization via a web browser for some reason, and like that's where you spent your like unlock points. And it wasn't like they were microtransactions or anything. They were like legit. You earn them from in-game, but you had to have this separate Konami account, and originally you could also only get the DLC that way as well. You still can, but you need a PS4 that you don't mind using just for it. So here we go. Now we can get all our stuff back. Nice. Just use a health drink for good measure. But so yeah, so all the podcast episodes you had to download through this extra thing, and there was also like other songs that was added for the iPod and camo exclusive camo patterns and a lot of stuff. And the servers for it are down because I think it went down whenever Metal Gear Solid Online went down. But people have like hosted them elsewhere, so there's a DNS server you just put into your PS3 settings, and those will let you access the DLC. If you want to play Metal Gear Solid Online, that takes a bit more work. At one point you used to have to soft mod the console. You don't have to do that anymore. Oh, did the enemies just go? Weird. They were just there to spook me. But you have to format your PlayStation 3 and use a backup that they've custom made, the community's custom made, that basically will let you get into the custom servers that they're hosting. Let's see. Oh yeah, I haven't got everything yet. Whoops. I haven't messed with it myself, but it still seems to be active. Last time I checked, a year or two ago. But yeah, like Metal Gear Solid 4 is the one that hasn't really been looked after well in terms of preservation. Like all that DLC's gone. Metal Gear Online was the servers were only active for like a few years. One of like the patches that fixed the netcode took like over a year to come out outside of Japan. Also, the game was region locked by disk, the servers, not by IP address. So if you wanted to play, with like Japanese servers or like US servers, you had to have a US copy. Even if you were in a different location. Here we go. Thinner. Also, the thing I remember is, it's built around the Mega Solid 4 engine and it's stealth. But if you aimed the cursor and your cursor happened to hover over an enemy, it would show up. Even if they were like... So basically, like, if your crosshair was over an enemy, then they're like enemy indicator. I can kind of see that these are photos of characters. It's really hard to see. Say luck. There we go. Well, that's because you're dirty-minded. Sexually frustrated, just like James here. So, the reason why that in Metal Gear Solid Online was weird is that if you were hiding in tall grass, or if you were playing a snake in the snake mode, and you had the camo on, if the enemies just, walked around an area and just like aimed everywhere, as soon as you aimed at the enemy, you could tell where they were because the cross... And you could turn it off, but if you turned it off, it turned off ranked mode. Which is... Yeah, Metal Gear Online was weird, and it also had a lot of weird stuff of like, if you climb a ladder, you're basically killing yourself. Okay, if I remember right, this is kind of weird where like each indentation 'Twas shameful greed did stain her shoe with blood. Aha, this is a hard mode puzzle. Even so, I still want to believe that she was happy. Like, yeah, you actually have to kind of... Beauty, both a blessing and a curse they'll be. Alright. So, I'm going to say that's Snow White. And then what are the other two we have? Let's see. Cinderella, Little Mermaid. So what were our two things again? 'Twas shameful greed did stain her shoe with blood. And even so, I still want to believe that she was happy. Okay, I'm gonna say that's this. And... God, they would fucking try it nowadays. There we go. This is a really cool part here. I've heard that there is an actual... You're joking, but there is an issue there where Disney has sued people because their adaptation is the most famous. They basically feel like it's not that they think they own it, but because those adaptations are so like pop culture synonymous, that's where they think they kind of own them. And then people have had issues. Okay, I didn't check the kitchen. It's probably locked, but... Apparently it's, Alice in Wonderland is the one, apparently, that they've been very... trigger happy with. Is this the room? Okay, no. The kitchen was locked. Okay. I think at this point we're just going to the 3rd floor. But I do want to quickly check if there's any good reason to go back down to the basement. No, we checked all that. No, okay. I think this is what this key is for. Yep, here we go. Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure all the other doors here are locked, but I'm just going to check beforehand, before everything pops off. Yep. Yep, and this shouldn't be working yet. Okay, is that all? Yeah, can't get the dog ending though. Straight up, don't have. I would have to beat this ending to be able to access it. But regarding Sen, like you could definitely look at this room, and it definitely looks of the 70s era, especially the TV. But also considering like the town that Silent Hill's supposed to be. Here we go. Alright, well here it is. Sure everyone here knows what's about to happen. Okay, not my version, unfortunately. I don't have the director's cut, which has the UFO ending.
Are you taping again? Come on.
Yeah, mute.
I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
Well, Masatori Ito says that it's set in the 70s. But I agree that the art style, like, it's kind of all over the place. Because some of the characters look like they're from the 90s. And the like, interior buildings, it's all over the place. Yeah. Which is why I think Masatori Ito's comment is more that the aesthetics they were going for was the 70s. Because if you consider it literal, it doesn't quite work. And I think if you look at the later games that try to establish more of a, like, not the Western ones, because they really fuck up like time frame stuff, but like 3 and 4, like I think 4 having James's dad as a character in it and him referencing Silent Hill, he doesn't make it sound like something that happened like decades ago. And he also like looks like too young. And 3, Silent Hill 3, I feel like was supposed to be 2000s. So like age-wise, it makes sense that the events of Silent Hill 1 would be in the 80s, like late 80s.
Mary.
So there you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already, okay?
Laura. Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie!
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick?
No, I killed her.
You killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back! Give her back to me! I knew it! You didn't care about her! I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you!
It's still rough. It's still rough.
She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
Guy see his daughter here. I've forgotten her name. Is it Rachel? I forget her name, but she,
Sorry.
considering her age, and I don't know what her acting, like like
The
experience
Mary
was
you
at the
know
time.
Isn't here.
Really carries this scene. Like her performance there is so good. and it's not good in the HD collection because it's a like middle-aged woman trying to sound like a child.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, well, I think that's kind of what
That voice.
the like mind game that this game plays. That, you know, like, I think even the player does question what James is saying throughout the game, because, you know, heck, even Angela and even James himself, like, half the time when he says things, he doesn't sound like he believes what he's saying. Oh yeah, our light switch doesn't work anymore. So yeah, so this is the Nightmare Hotel now. And I hope I didn't miss it. Oh, here's the save point. Saved a lot more times this playthrough. You do find what looks to be an electric heater that looks like would have been the cause of this damage in this hotel. Okay, yeah, that's not working. Okay. And the timing of this is significant because this is the point in the game where James finally has to confront... Oh, I'm trying to see if that painting looks different, but even with my brightness up, it's up, so it comes through on the stream. I think that picture is different now. But at this point, like the like in denial fugue state that James has been in has finally shut off. He's finally like seeing reality for what it is, and now that that's happened, that's why the hotel looks like this now, because now he's seen how the hotel actually looks, which is that it's no longer being used because it burnt down basically. And I think when they talked about Downpour and the whole like, oh, we wanted you to play as a character you weren't comfortable with, this was the feeling they were trying to evoke with Murphy. The problem is like, oh yeah, here we go. So this stuff is going to start happening now. But yeah, see, as you move around, you can see this place is like more and more fire damaged. Okay, where am I? It's kind of like the bit near the end of Silent Hill 2 that's like this. But at least you got a map here, because the bit in what happens if I... Okay, so that's not the right way at all. The bit in Silent Hill 1 where you do this but you don't even have a map is still kind of rough. Okay, let's see if you can actually go that way. There we go. I'm kind of curious. I might check all these doors. Considering it's hard mode. But I don't think you can get into any of these rooms. I think these are all warps at this point. I mean, I might as well check all these. Can't remember if the flashlight works again at this point. I think that's also significant as well, because you find the flashlight on a mannequin that's wearing a dress that looks like Mary's. And when you realise she's gone, this thing doesn't even work anymore. Let's see. Okay. Just making sure I've checked all the doors. Huh. Yeah, I don't think there is much left. I'm trying to remember. No, I think the door's gonna be locked, but I didn't check that door. I should check that door before we go. Yep. But I think that is the complicated part with James, is that it definitely depends on the ending you get, where the game goes from here. But see, oh yeah, here we go. Considering how much ammo they've thrown at me at this point for the handgun. Come on. No, I don't think I can actually kick them when they're in the water here. Oh. There we go. Oh no, that's good. Yeah, I'm just going to reload this now so I can... Okay. Would be nice to find more rifle ammo. At this point. Just chucking healing items at me now. There we go. So, I believe what this is supposed to be is that after the fire here, this is the water left over from putting the fire out. And that's why, you know, this whole basement area is flooded. What are you looking at, James? I guess he's looking at the... He's looking at the can still. Okay, let's check here. Oh, I hope I haven't missed something then. Because I need to get back to the reading room at some point. I hope I haven't missed that.
Mama! Mama, I was looking for you. Now you're the only one left. Maybe then I can rest. Mama, why are you running away? You're not my mama. It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela, that's wrong.
No, don't pity me. I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought. James, give me back that knife.
No, I won't.
Saving it for yourself?
Me? No, I'd never kill myself. It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
Alright. Oof. I, again, highly recommend. It kind of it'll ruin the tone of it, but there's some interesting behind the scenes stuff with that scene in the Boundary Break episode where the free cam. I will say one thing about that scene is most people seem to interpret it as that's Angela. I think it's the fire is the same, but the the opaque like heat warping effects are gone, so it looks worse. Okay, I think I've missed something. Yeah. If this goes well, I think it goes. Yeah, I think I might need to reload a save. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that kind of speaks to James's character. That he wouldn't. But most people interpret that scene as like, oh, Angela commits suicide at the end of it. But I feel like that doesn't quite fit, because the implication is she's still looking for her mum, right? And she even mentions like, oh, you're the last one left. And then she can rest. So I'm not saying that's not the fate of the character eventually, but clearly she's still looking for her mum, presumably to kill her. Yeah, oh, okay, that's annoying. I can see how someone could miss this though. It's kind of hard to see, but there's supposed to be some. Here we go. Here's the last item for the Rebirth ending. Speak, I am the Crimson One. The lies and the mist are not they, but I. For all know I am the one, yes, and the one is I. Believers, hearken to me, 20 score men and 7,000 beasts. Heed my words, and speaketh them to all, that they shall ever be obeyed, even under the light of the proud and merciless sun. I shall bring down bitter vengeance upon thee, and thou shalt suffer my eternal wrath. The beauty of the withered flower, and the last struggles of the dying man, they are my blessings. Thou shalt ever call upon me, and all that is me in the place is silent. O proud fragrance of life, which flies towards the heart. O cup, which brims with the whitest of wine. It is in thee that all begins. I think some of that is referring to these. Here, we missed this cutscene, so. And the HD collection missed this cutscene as well.
Going to die? You must be joking.
I'm very sorry.
But you're a doctor. It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die?
Please, calm down. As her doctor, I promise I'll do what I can. But there's still no effective treatment for her condition.
How long does she have?
I'm afraid I'm not sure. 3 years at most. Perhaps 6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
I feel like that's one of the scenes that I think you could show people and say, if you thought Guy Seehee wasn't good at acting, like that scene is probably the one to show them. But it makes sense he sounds different there, because this is, you know, this is after, that's before his like fugue state kind of condition that he's put himself in. I think some people have like looked at the Mary model from the endings and kind of speculated on there. Well, it's not that James doesn't care for Mary, though. Depending on the ending you get, how much he cares, you could argue is different, for sure. We must have missed it then, as well. There's a room that you can find that has like a, that has like an electrical heater that's near a curtain. And that's probably what started this fire. And I think I didn't find it, because if you examine it, there's actually dialogue that kind of hints as like, oh, this is dangerous. Okay, trying to remember, but I think most of the stuff here is a straight path. It's just trying to remember where items were. Ampoules, those are good. I'll have to look it up after the stream, but I remember there's a picture of it. And I think that's another thing that kind of throws the whole, like, this game's meant to be in the 70s thing into confusion, because it doesn't... I think the kind of heater it is, it's, like, clearly too modern to have been around at that time. Okay, so... should just need to head to the bar here. Like, this is very much just gearing up to the final two bosses. Yeah, I don't like the fire happening here. Isn't supposed to be like a spooky thing or anything. I think it is very much just. Oh, there was a health kit there. I also missed. Okay, well that's good. So let's see how we're doing on ammo. Okay, we're actually doing pretty good now. But yeah, it's not quite accurate to say that James didn't care for Mary at all. It's just that his state here is like, you know, he has done something that he clearly does feel bad about, and the only way he could really cope was to completely deny it happened. And, you know, you could theorize if it's self-induced or if he came to Silent Hill and then that caused him to forget. But it is a bit more complicated to say that he doesn't care. But or if you do lean towards the Maria ending, then basically kind of in that version of events. Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure these doors are locked. Some great camera work here, though. There we go. And I was kind of surprised because Master Ito mentioned the whole fire stuff on Twitter mentioned like, oh hey, the Lakeview Hotel is supposed to be burnt down in reality. And a lot of people didn't know this. It's like, well, but you walk through it and it's burnt down. And one of the rooms is on fire. And there's like caution tape everywhere when you go through certain rooms. Okay. I'm trying to think if I should save the rifle. I might save the rifle for now. Could always retry this.
Stop! Leave her alone! Leave us both the hell alone! Ah!
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
So here we go. Oh, good job, James. Oh, that was going bad already. Maybe the shotgun isn't the best thing here. So I remember, right, the best strategy is kind of like get really far away and then shoot and move. But obviously they move a lot quicker on this mode. Oh. I should heal again quickly because they mess you up. I do, but more the issue here is I don't know. I feel like the rifle is the gun they want you to be using here. No, you can melee this fight if you're crazy. I don't know about on this difficulty. Oh. Yeah, they do a lot of damage. Like, every hit knocks me down into this. There we go. Can't move. Oh. Yeah, there's got to be a better way of doing this than to just be trading hits. Also, I do think the camera could be better for this fight. Yeah, maybe the shotgun is not weapon for this. But I think I have done quite a bit of damage because that one's attacking slower now. Oh, nice. Yeah, just because when you use the shotgun, you're like locked into place when you attack. Well, we'll see how this goes, but I might reload the save and do it with the rifle. Oh. Yeah, I can't be doing this right. I think technically, like, if you're crazy enough to do it, the Great Knife is actually really good for this fight. Yeah, shotgun does not actually... Yeah. I'm gonna use the rifle instead. I think that... Like, it's just... I don't want to have, like, not a lot of ammo for the final boss. Because the rifle's really good for it. Well, that was bad. That was just a bad move on my part. Still really hard to avoid damage here, though. On hard. Just because they're so much quicker. It's a shame the handgun is the only weapon you can, like, move and attack with. I know you can make them hit each other, though. I know that. But it's really hard. God, they are so much quicker. Might as well. I'll try that. Oh no. Excuse me, fellas. It's still really hard to dodge their attacks. I'm kind of starting to think that maybe on hard mode you just have to have the resources. Oh, nice. Gotta reload quick. Heal. Because I don't remember if you pick up any ammo after this. Oh, come on, James. I'll try it. But I think it's still gonna be like just using up all my yeah. See, but now I've used everything. So I think this is not the best way to do this. Let me try to. Because yeah, you just can't dodge really. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're dead now. But legit, if there's no more health pickups in the next room, then I'm gonna redo this fight. Because, yeah. Scarlet egg. Rust colored egg. Nothing really matters what door or egg you use here, as far as I'm aware. Definitely doesn't affect the endings from what I've looked at. Oh wait, no, you have to use both. Whoops. Oh, interesting. So the lobby's just turned into that.
Mary?
What do you want, James?
Okay, I'm gonna go
brought you
forward
some
here.
Flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any
I'm not gonna
damn
listen to all this
flowers.
just because I get the feeling
Go
I'm gonna have
home
to
already.
restart anyway.
Mary, what are you
Because
saying?
tanking the damage in the
I'm
boss fight there is not the
I don't deserve flowers.
smart thing to do.
Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monk.
Let's have a quick. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to redo the Pyramid Head boss fight. This is something I learned from watching Punchy do the speedrun at Games Done Quick, that strafing up these stairs is the quickest way of getting up them. Bye. Yeah, there's no items. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna redo that fight. Because if I took one hit there, and we can listen to that full cutscene, because it won't affect our ending. Okay. Excuse me. That was shite. I think it's because I've played this game mainly on normal. I'm so used to what you would normally do to bait attacks out, and it doesn't work on hard because they attack so much quicker. There we go. Oh. Oh well. Oh, I actually stunned him there. Yeah, they're really hard to run away from and try and keep at a distance. Move, move. Oh. Great. Whole reason I said I was going to redo this was to take less damage, and it's not going great so far. Oh. There we go, that was good. That wasn't good. Use all these up. Oh, it's really hard. Okay, no. Yeah, I saw that coming. This is not going much better. Well, that was a good shot. Yeah, but even with the handgun, it wasn't that much easier to avoid the hits. Like, yeah, like they attack so much quicker. Oh. Move, move. Nah. They've got a lot better range than you would think. Nope. Didn't even target them there. Okay, I think I should be. I think I'm also not being smart about the ampoules. I'm using them too early because they are full heals. Like, look at that! Oh, maybe the chainsaw. Yeah, I'm gonna restart that. I'm gonna try the chainsaw though. Considering it's a new game plus item, maybe it just does so much damage. And maybe like in the Maria corridor I can just stun lock them with it. Come on, come on. Nope. That did not go very well. Because every time I get hit, he turns the engine off. Oh. Yeah. I don't know if there's a importance to the fact there's two of them. I might try it one more time. The best I can think of is that much like there's Mary and Maria, that's why there's two. It's kind of, well, like it. Okay. Well, let's just try this. Well, they're from his subconscious, basically. I don't know why I can't hit both of them with it. Because you can kind of hit them out of attacks. Yeah. I don't know, that might actually be the best way of doing it, even though it tanks a lot of damage. I think if I can get them just positioned right. I will say hard mode has kind of made me think back that, because I will say like normal mode, I feel like the bosses are the only parts that are really challenging, and hard mode really turns it up a notch. And especially fights like this. Whoa. What happened there? That was really quick. I think I did something weird there, because like Pyramid Head's attacks looked really messed up. I'm gonna try this one more time. I don't know, I have faith that this might pan out. Just because with the... I feel like with a rifle I was just doing worse, honestly. I'll attack this one. I'm noticing that only one of them really seems aggressive, and I don't know if that's something I need to be paying attention to. Like, you know, it's just this, but I'm actually having trouble targeting the other one. Yeah, I wish. Like, yeah, sometimes it works really well, and you like... Oh. I don't know. It would help if I knew what's actually doing the most damage, but without looking up a guide that has all the damage numbers, I wouldn't know. Oh. I don't know, man. The chainsaw got me out of trouble last time. I really feel like if I can just position them right. Well, that's my fault there. I wasn't paying attention to health. At least it loads quick. It doesn't take too long to get in and out. But I really just want to save all the amples for the final fight. But that's the typical strategy. It just feels like on hard mode, because they catch up to you so quickly, it's not worth it. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, they're quite smart that if one can't attack, the other one does. That's my fault again, not paying attention. But I'm starting to think that might be the better way. Like, even if it drains through resources, I feel like it's more consistent damage. It's a bit weird though, because you would think this attack would hit both of them. But I think it only hits one. Same with the Great Knife. Like, the Great Knife attack didn't seem to really help that much. I'm just hoping I can kind of stick them in a weird corner. Nah, don't go in the corner. That's actually worse. I don't know what I'm assuming because when they did it, they were doing it to get through the games really quickly. But it's the stream that Twin Perfect did a very long time ago, where they played through all the games in a giant marathon. Russ somehow like got the enemies like stun locked, where one of them would keep swinging, and then the other, but it kept missing. But that was with like I think that was with the pipe. And it was probably on easy. Just, you know, to get through it quicker. Nah, I'm gonna give up on the chainsaw. It's kind of hard to pay attention to your health when you do that. What I would just like to know is how many hunting rifle shots does it take to kill this boss on hard? You know, I'm actually gonna resave just so... If I have to, I should start with the rifle. Yeah, see, I think that's basically all my ammo. That feels wrong. See, that's the problem with this whole, like, oh, run to one corner and shoot Finn. Is that by the time you turn... See, and sometimes you don't even turn around because you're too far away. Like, I don't know, I think you actually take more damage doing it this way. Yeah, you just... When you shoot, you're so locked into place. Yeah, once James doesn't look... The problem is, okay, so if you look... If you get too far away, James isn't looking over his shoulder. That means you don't have a lock on them. So if I move... See, there, he stopped looking. He's not locked on anymore. So if I use the... Yeah. I don't think this is a problem with the camera being fixed. It's just it's fixed in the wrong place. Like, the camera should be... Like, you know, focusing on them. weird, because like the first time you fight Pyramid Head, that's pretty much what the camera does. It's just it's not in like an arena room like this. Oh. Yeah, I feel like using the melee weapons might actually be better. I'm gonna try that again. Maybe the Great Knife. So I'm wondering if I just keep doing the overhead attack. Let's just see. So I think on hard mode, this is literally just have enough resources. Because I don't think I could avoid the damage. I don't know why they sometimes attack slower there. I think I'm technically hitting them, maybe? Come on, come on. Ah. That's my fault. But I still think that might be the way to go. If I just get them in the right pattern where I can do the overhead. Okay, let's heal. Oh, hang on. I think we got it. Oh, hang on. Don't do the... No, no, come on. Do it, do it. Okay, I'm gonna safety heal. I think we might have found the exploit. Oh, I've lost it now. Oh. Oh my god, yeah, there you go. Intended strat. Because what it is... Oh, I've got a... You can't feed it, yeah, look at that. The reason why that worked is because when you swing and hit the wall, that when it moves back, it still hits the enemies, so it hits them out of their like retaliation strike. Now, what I'm hoping is this door. Yeah, good. Inventing new strats here. Yeah, hard mode's been like a mixed thing. I'd say like all the parts where it's just the regular enemies, hard mode feels a lot closer to what the difficulty should feel like, but the bosses are rough. Like, they are a lot more rough on this difficulty. And most of them... Like, the first Pyramid Head fight is fine, but most of the others feel like are just resource drains, or just like, hey, this is how much you need to get through it. Because on normal, you kind of just do the runaway and rifle strat, and it's fine, you can avoid getting hit there for most of the time. I think just on hard, the attacks are so much quicker. And they only slow down doing that melee thing. Pretty much because when you hit an enemy, it changes how much damage they do. Well, Pyramid Head, like with the Maria corridor, like you have to hit him to slow his attacks down. Alright, well, here, we'll listen to this fool.
Mary?
What do you want, James?
It's full thing now.
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here! Leave me alone already! No use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James, wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please, James. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not going to die. Help me.
Yeah. So I forget which ending it is, but if you don't listen to that whole conversation, it changes one of the endings. I think in Water, you get, if you listen to the whole thing, it helps. That's another one of the scenes where it's like, if people insist that, oh, Silent Hill used to, it was known for having bad voice acting, it's like, that scene's like, no, fuck off. Like, what are you talking about? If you think Silent Hill 2 has bad voice acting, it's because you, like, listen to the first cutscene with James and Angela and stop the game there and assume that they were bad voice actors and not two weirdos with social issues. Oh. Strafing action. There's another piece of dialogue. I think a lot of it's more the script than the acting that makes stuff cheesy. Like one of the memiest lines from this game is with Eddie and James when they're talking, and James says like, "How can you sit there and eat pizza?" Like, oh yeah, well the full line, "This town is full of monsters. How can you just sit there and eat pizza?" And I think it's just awkwardly written. Like, I'd be really curious to see what the original Japanese script is, because I feel like you could have probably rewritten that to be something like, "How can you eat at a time like this?" And that would have come out better. I don't think Guy Seehee could have acted that scene any better. I think it's a weird line. Alright, well here we go. Final boss. This is it.
James.
Maria, I'm finished with you.
What? But I'm what you wanted. Mary's dead. Don't you understand? She's not coming back. But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. I'll never hurt you like she did. So why don't you want me?
Because you're not Mary. Without Mary, I just can't go on.
Oh, James. Come on, James. You must be joking.
Alright, here we go. So, depending on the ending, that dialogue is very different. It's the first thing worth mentioning there. It is specifically, she's Mary's model there as well. Like, it's not just the outfit. Like, her like face is different. And that's there revealing her true nature of like, oh, she is just a facsimile trying to fill the gap in, you know, like James's life now. Oh. Gotta watch out for these fins. I don't know if there's an attack against them. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Get off my tentacle. I mean, this is it. This is the it before the end. She's actually not that ranged. This is her only ranged attack is these moths. As you can see, if you just run around a bit. Okay. Ampoules now. No. I think this one I am just going to have to tank a certain amount of damage. But she does not do close to the amount of damage that the Pyramid Heads were doing. How are we doing on ammo? Oh, okay. Oh. So yeah, if these moth fins hit you, they stun you like this, yeah. I hinted at it in one of the earlier playthroughs, but if you go for the Maria ending, it actually is Mary. And she bemoans you for basically for moving on for the weird slutty version of her. Okay. Got about 2 shots worth left. But even on the leave and in water ending, the dialogue's different. Oh. Stop choking me. I mean, that's pretty obvious why her attack is choking you, considering what you did to her. Move. Check my health. Okay, we're doing okay. Okay, I think that's it for the that's it for the rifle. I don't know if the shotgun's good here or not. Oh. Stop it. Okay, now I can heal. I think it's cheap, but I think the best thing to do at this point is to just... There we go, yeah. If you just leave it, that loops. It's just her saying James over and over again. But that's it. We're done. It's time for our ending. Ah, that's a shame. Okay. Couldn't remember if you saw James talk to Mary in this ending or not.
Mary, you look so peaceful. Forgive me for waking you. But without you, I just can't go on. I can't live without you, Mary. This town, Silent Hill, the old gods haven't left this place. And they still grant power to those who venerate them. Power to defy even death. Ah, Mary.
Oh yeah, we don't even get Mary's full letter on this ending. Makes sense, because this is an ending you can only get after beating the game for the first time. Yeah, technically. Is it the happiest ending? Might be. Oh, see, I like Silent Hill 2. It's the game that doesn't have any occult stuff in it. It doesn't have any of the occult in it. You know, I only played the game once, though. Well, the demon gods in Silent Hill 1 and 3 are interesting because they essentially look the way they look because it's what the cult believes them to look like. Like, they're essentially powered by... Yeah, I'm going to turn this down because this might be a bit too loud. There we go. That might be a bit better. They're powered by belief, basically. They're like the cult members' belief in worshipping them is what gives them power. At least that's how it is in Silent Hill 3. But you could argue that's a bit of Silent Hill 1 as well, because the whole cult creation myth is the idea that the god was born from people as opposed to a god who created people. But yeah, I didn't know you didn't get the Mary letter in this ending. It kind of makes sense thematically because it wouldn't really fit. And I wonder, like, there's always kind of like theories about like, oh, which ending is the one that counts, and it's hard to say. But in some ways, I feel like this ending might be the one that's truest to the character. A lot of people consider the in-water ending, which is the one where James kills himself. But I think part of his, like, he's definitely self-destructive, but I don't think you could say that he definitely came here to kill himself. And parts of the way that, you know, his dialogue plays out, like, there's some reference to that. That he's on the verge, but not as far as gone as, say, Angela. But I feel like this ending, because it fits in with his creepiness. So that works. It kind of feels appropriate in some ways. I think Leave is my favourite. It's the one I think I would want to be true. Because if you consider that Silent Hill 2, it's not the town tormenting the characters. Like, the town didn't, you know, it's not a therapy town like in Downpour. Like, they came to this town of their own free will. And all the things that are tormenting them are essentially their own trauma. Leave is the one that shows that James is able to get over it. You know? And not go on the self-destructive paths that Angela and Eddie go. Like, that's why they're kind of important to the story, because they represent, like, the wrong way to take their trauma. But there we go. Okay, I need to see boat stage complete time, max boat speed, 3 meters a second. Yeah, probably terrible there. This is the weird thing with this game, is because you kick most of the enemies on the floor, that's why you end up getting a high defeat enemy by fighting stat, because the kick counts as that. It is weird that they track some of this stuff. Like, some of this is, like, interesting, but why max boat speed? But 5-star, there we go. Well, that's it. We're done. There we go again. No. I don't think I'm up for doing immediately going again. As much as I would love to just run through and get to the dog ending, it would still take quite a while. It still takes like a few hours, and a lot of the puzzle solutions, like, some are fine, but a lot of them are randomly generated every time. Like, a lot of the pin codes, or, like, for example, that suitcase locker, you need to find out what it is. What is the time anyway? I mean, I could try. Just depends on how patient people are, if people are willing to watch or not. I'll keep going and we can just talk about the game. Because, yeah, I'll just put it on beginner.